What's going on, guys? Blame Truth here, the Godfather himself, bringing you another video. It's not my gameplay, first and foremost. People keep asking me why I'm doing certain things in the gameplays, and I don't know, man. It's not me playing it. You think I'm gonna play this game? They don't care. The devs don't care. None of the devs really care. And Marksman in the podcast yesterday said like they do for the most part, but there's something going on, and like the people running the show don't care. So why should I care? I'm sitting here drinking some Snickers coffee. That sounds gross, doesn't it? It's flavored. There's not actually a Snickers in it. I'm sitting here drinking some coffee, though. I got my dude cardigan on. I splurged from the YouTube money over December. Got me a yak wool cardigan so I can just sit here nice and toasty. I got my ball heater on. I got a personal little space heater pointed right at my genitals to keep things warm. I'm comfortable right now. I don't want to play this game. I'm fine right now, man. I wish you guys could actually see me. You think I'm joking for the video? No, I'm doing all those things. Heater on balls, coffee in hand, Snickers flavored, yak wool cardigan, covering my chesticles. You know, I'm good. I'm comfortable. You know what's not comfortable, though? This game. It's not in a great position. Just check Steam charts. It is number 12. It's clearly out of the top 10. It keeps dropping. This news that they just shared apparently did not do anything yesterday because there is no news. Now, if you play Warzone, if you play DMZ, I'm going to take a sip of coffee here. So this is going to be a very relaxed commentary because I'm going to yell after I'm done with this cup. This cup of Joe. Not Joe Secot, but, you know, the Joe you drink. 1 second. Delicious. So, if you play DMZ, if you play Warzone, there are some changes coming. These changes, however, probably shouldn't have been issues to start with. I mean, I digress, though. What I'm here to cover is the multiplayer. So, what's changing? What do we know is changing with Season 2? You just had Ace come out with a video basically revamping the entire perk system. I covered this in the Marksman podcast yesterday. Ace came out with a video that just revamped the whole perk system. He's one guy. Just literally take what he says and just implement it. You know, if you can't do it internally with your internal testing, just take what he says and implement it. And then, you know, work on it from there. Did they do that, though? No. Did they take away the time release function of the shitty perk system? No. What they are doing is they're making it take less time to get your ultimate perk and less time to get the secondary perk, which just begs the question, why even have the time release system? I want someone to explain it to me. I want to take little Joseph Secot. I want to sit him on my lap while the ball heater toasts both our, you know, members. And I want to just ask him, maybe put a little pacifier in his mouth and say, "Goo goo gaga, Joseph. Why do you have this time release perk system in the first goddamn place? What does it do? Seriously. No. Someone tell me right now in the comment section. Stop what you're doing. Pull over on the side of the road if you're like on the freeway or something. If you're listening to this on the road. If you're watching me in the bathroom taking a shit, put that toilet paper down. Put the roll down. And type out. What the hell is this actually supposed to do to improve the gameplay experience? What does it do? What does it do? I feel like it's the video game equivalent to daylight savings time. What the hell does that shit do? What does messing with the clock every goddamn year do? What does it do? No? I don't know. That's why we're getting rid of it. It doesn't make sense, so we're finally getting rid of it. Thankfully. But no, like, what does the time release perk system actually do for the gameplay? I'm still trying to figure it out. We're what, 4 months in, 3 months in? Still, it feels like 4 years in, but it I don't know. More coffee. I'm sorry. Again, the COD devs don't care, so I'm just gonna be lackadaisical as they are. Here we go, just sipping on this coffee. I prefer to make that noise over the horrible slurping sound, by the way, so you're welcome. I'm sorry if that's more annoying than the... But something about slurping sounds and like mouth noises. My ADHD doesn't like it. I don't know, man. I want to smack whoever's doing it usually. Anyway. But yeah, back to the game and what we're covering here. That's all we got. And I think Castle has pretty much been confirmed. I think that's on the actual graphic for the season. So we're getting Castle. Why are they bringing back a Treyarch map? Not just a Treyarch map, but a Treyarch map that we've already seen in Sledgehammer's last game. There's always been this weird rule where they don't really mix maps between studios. It's why we don't have Nuketown in an Infinity Ward game. It's why we don't have zombies even in an Infinity Ward game. They don't really mix anything. It's kind of like the studios have their own thing going on. But from what I gather, everybody worked on this game because 3,000 devs, 3 years. But I don't understand why that's a thing. And if that's a thing, are we actually going to see it taken away with Castle? That's the only exciting news, is that they might start adding in much better Treyarch maps. Look, you guys can sit there and say whatever you want in my comment section. If you tell me that Infinity Turd makes better maps than Treyarch, you need some help, is all I'm gonna say, because it's just not true. Treyarch makes way better maps than Infinity Ward, and if that means we're gonna get a bunch of old Treyarch maps, maybe some we haven't seen in a while. I mean, there's a lot they could pull from Black Ops 1, World at War even, that are good. So, whatever, dude. I mean, I will take remakes. If it's remakes we haven't seen in a while, I will take remakes even if it's stuff we just haven't seen in an Infinity Ward COD. Put in some Treyarch maps that we just... Castle's a weird one because Sledgehammer didn't make that. Sledgehammer I don't think's made any good maps, ever. And no classic maps, at least. So, I guess they got... a pass there. But why does COD Mobile get all these good maps from every single studio? Why does COD Mobile get all these detailed gunsmith stats and stuff with detailed numbers? And then the AAA $70 3-year 3,000 dev debacle does not. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, I wish I had more to cover in this video, guys. I wish I had more good news to share as far as the new season is concerned. Maybe we will get more. There was something I didn't mention, something about audio occlusion. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What is audio occlusion? They didn't explain it, so I don't know. It sounds like some fancy term for basic audio mechanics that they've screwed up, and it's why we don't hear footsteps sometimes. Sometimes you sound like an elephant with clogs on your. Do elephant have feet? Yeah, I guess they wouldn't be hooves. No, that's more of a horse or a goat. An elephant would be more of a foot, I would say. Yeah. Okay. It sounds like an elephant with clogs on its feet sometimes when you're running around the map, and then other times you sound like a leprechaun with pillows for shoes. And this is all without dead silence, by the way, just default footsteps. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But again, that's not enough to bring me back. They're also improving the UI across the board. Again, this is something that should not have even been a problem to start with. The fact that we are 3 months in, November, December, January, yeah, pretty much 3 months in, and it's going to be over 3 months in, and we still haven't figured out this UI when we figured it out 15 years ago in COD 4. The UI from COD 4 up until Vanguard, was it ever really a problem? I mean, it could have been done better, maybe, in other games, but just that list kind of UI, has that ever, why was that changed? I just... Oh my god, man. I don't understand it. I think that's the most infuriating thing. If the devs just came out and said, hey, this is why we made a Hulu reject UI. We were watching a lot of Peaky Blinders. Love that Tommy Shelby. Well-dressed man. We were watching a lot of that. And we just got inspiration to make our UI like Netflix's. If they just explained it like that, okay, that's stupid as all get out, but okay, it kind of makes sense. I can make sense of it, right? If you can explain your stupid decision and explain your, I don't know, THC Delta 8 mindset that was taking you over when you did this certain thing to make the game way worse, I can maybe empathize. Maybe sympathize, understand. I can't understand why it's been 3 months. The UI is still trash when you could make a list UI like an old Call of Duty. It would probably, I mean, any talented dev studio, any talented dev studio could make a working good list UI in probably 2 weeks. I'm gonna say. I'll even say a month. We'll give them 2 extra weeks with that. Tell me when I'm telling lies here. Is anyone out there like an actual software dev? UIs, and it's not just Infinity Ward games, it's not just Call of Duty games, like UIs in general, man. I don't know what they're thinking sometimes. If I open up an app on my phone or something like that, and then like the UI has just been butchered with some update or whatever, I just think like, what did you go to college for 7 years for? Did you even pay attention? Were you out partying? Were you out scrolling TikTok the entire time? Speaking of bad UIs, why does TikTok assault my eardrums every time I open the app? Clearly, I should never open it. I open it once a month to watch my friends' exes cringy ass TikToks. Like the man's like in his 30s still making TikToks, and he's not self-aware at all how like embarrassing it is. So it's kind of fun to watch in a Wings of Redemption way, where you kind of, it's, you know, like a car wreck kind of scenario. The point of all this is that we've perfected like the basic first-person shooter video game UI. Why is it still an issue? I don't know. I don't understand it. But guys, that's gonna do it for me. I finished my coffee. I'm getting a little too toasty. I think it's time to turn off the ball heater. Let's just yeah. Did you hear that beep? Oh wait. If you didn't hear the beep, well, trust me, it beeped. I got a filter on my mic. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I didn't enjoy reading this news for the new season, and it remains to be seen what they do and how much they break. I will catch you guys in the next one. I want to suplex Joe Secott through Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer's red nose. Peace out.
Is some parting advice?